Benavidez plant's official. Who you got?
Woo!
I know.
Fight fans, welcome back. In a sport beset by ducking and diving,
This is the damn problem with boxing, okay? Ryan Garcia is undefeated.
He is, but guess what? He caught him with a left hook again.
Gervonta Davis is undefeated.
Down goes Romero.
Ain't no safety on this Glock.
Terrence Crawford is undefeated. Errol Spence Jr. is undefeated.
Man down, strap easy. I know what time it is, baby.
The truth.
Why the hell are we not getting these fights?
it is a welcome sight whenever two top young fighters competing in their primes agree to get it on.
Coming down under the right eye.
Both have tasted world title success and are not ready to step away from the limelight. One outboxes and outfoxes his foes, knowing how to drop the axe when the situation requires.
When they keep saying that you can't punch, well, that's just a rumor that he can't punch.
No, go ahead and keep believing that. That's what we want.
Another enjoys the thrill of the fight and grins while inflicting pain on opponents.
They tell me that I'm the real deal. My confidence is just going up.
An Arizonan artisan who called out his rival.
We have a lot of history, me and Caleb, so...
I know you want to fight me.
Yeah, of course I want to fight you.
You think I want to fight you?
Of course you want to fight me.
Absolutely.
I still feel like I'm going to go in and I'm going to stop Caleb Plant. I'm going to knock him out.
A Tennessee talent who went and made it happen.
Moving forward, I want to continue to make the biggest fights that are possible and keep picking the super middleweights off one by one.
You are next, my friend.
Here we present David Benavidez versus Caleb Plant.
I know.
A closer look. Welcome to a Motivedia presentation.
Won't stop till I'm done. Yeah.
It's about legacy to me.
I mean, I just want to beat his ass. That's all I want to do. Title or no title.
In May 2022, David Benavidez reminded the boxing world of his championship-level prowess.
And I'm going to show everybody that, I'm here to stay. I'm not playing with nobody.
By laying a punishment beating on former middleweight champion David Lemieux.
You don't want to exchange with a puncher like Lemieux.
Stevens was unconscious at that moment.
Yes, he was.
Rosado's unable to stop Lemieux's forward momentum.
I believe I have the abilities and everything it takes to hurt him, to catch him, and to beat him.
He has a lot of experience.
You have options. You don't have to fight Triple G.
And I believe I got what it takes to beat Golovkin.
He has a lot of motivation going into this fight.
As you can see, I'm fighting what they call the boogeyman of the division.
This is a big moment in my career, too, because it's for the WBC interim titles, for my third title going.
The interim WBC Super Middleweight Championship.
I'm not scared of Benavidez.
Hello, my name is your nightmare, and I like to turn it up. Maybe you heard of me. He's the man to worry about. This is the left hook that sent him wobbling back.
Even though an undersized Lemieux was made to order,
He got cooked. He really can do it all. Yeah, taking his time.
Benavidez made him pay for every misstep with spiteful combinations.
Unloading with blistering combinations.
Showing incredible heart and courage to hang around and fire back.
Look at Lemieux's heart. Wow.
The Canadian was simply outgunned.
That's what means a lot to me. I'm able to give the fans the fights that they want to see and the action that they want to see.
They say I'm insane. Pleasure in the pain. I get like this to feel alive. He is the winner by way of technical knockout. He is still undefeated.
And my hat's off to David Lemieux because he's the only one who had the balls to take the fight with me.
Well, they almost can't avoid you now. So either there's going to be vacating of that title by Canelo, or at some point he's going to have to fight you.
Benavidez, he's born in America. He's half Ecuadorian. So does he count as Mexican?
I hear his dad talking a lot of
You gotta understand the reason he doesn't want to fight any Mexicans because losing to a Mexican, that would take all his legacy away, That's in his mind, that's what he thinks.
When I say I don't want to fight Mexican, it's because I represent Mexico.
¡Viva México, cabrones!
But I don't care. I fight anybody. My entire life, anybody.
It has become a familiar story for recent Benavidez opponents, most of whom have been plucked from the fringe levels of contender status before being beaten up and sent home packing. The likes of Kyron Davis.
Body shot in the right hand up top by Davis.
It don't matter to me. We coming to fight. We coming to win.
Ronald Ellis.
Ronald Ellis in the blue and gray.
This was probably the biggest that came, and I grabbed it.
And Romer Alexis Angulo soaked up their thrashings for as long as they could, but El Bandeja Roja is a special talent sitting on the verge of a huge opportunity.
Burn it all down, turn it to rubble. Yeah, we here now, boy, you in trouble. Do it all again, just for the rush. Just for the rush.
They say I'm insane, pleasure in the pain.
I get like this to feel alive.
I'm sick in the head, and I'm seeing red.
So I just get like this to feel alive.
Yeah, woke up in a mood, sky no longer blue.
Benavidez. Ronald Ellis was a tough competitor, man, and I just hope the fans like what they've seen.
I'm looking to put on a show.
Here is the battle-tested, battle-ready contender.
And another lead right hand keeps him, but it's just not there. And the body work is what's doing most of the damage. The towel has been thrown in.
David Benavidez.
He was quick. He knew how to cut off the ring. I knew that he was a volume puncher.
I think Benavidez can punch, but he's not like a one-punch knockout artist.
The power is for real.
To this day, he's more like a heavy-handed volume guy that throws a lot of punches.
Even when getting tagged, remains composed, Abner.
It's actually better to get hit one time and go to sleep early.
To this day, we don't know is Robert going to be the same after this. I just did a job.
It's actually better to get hit one time and go to sleep early than somebody to beat on you round after round.
David Benavidez continues to brutalize Davis.
And that's how you could get hurt, because of the volume and the punch after punch.
With talk of a Jose Uzcategui fight gathering momentum.
What went through your mind when Jose Uzcategui came up positive?
You gotta think that these things might happen. You know, somebody might get injured, somebody might get popped dead or something. So
the PBC knew that their man needed something better. The time is right for Benavidez to step forward and shine against an opponent who has already scaled the summit of 168 and plans on returning in style.
That's the Freddy Krueger SP Dunks.
I've been through things that break people. I've been through things that people don't come out the other side of.
Introducing Sweet Hands.
Good body.
Oh! A body shot.
The last time Caleb Plant was in a ring,
Darrell, you know, he does come to fight. He's a gritty type of tough guy in there. We know his nickname, the Dog.
I'm gonna go in there and do what I need to do, be the dog.
Oh, big right uppercut. Down goes Hernandez, and this one might be over. Despite the cut. Anthony Darrell with the somersault after the victory. What athleticism.
I'm not a stepping stone. I'm not somebody that just come in there and build records. You know, I'm a real fighter.
He's had a lot to say about me, how much he hates me and don't like me and nobody else likes me.
When I say I don't like him, I don't like him. I mean, it's not a rule book that say I gotta like this man.
Motherfucker, ain't no shit in the rule book. I got to like your ass. Where that shit
Show me. But be cordial, be respectful. He's not.
Why would I care if anybody in my weight class likes me?
Nobody care
why
about
is that my
man?
concern?
Because I don't like you.
You don't have to like me.
I'm coming in there to seek and destroy.
Don't play games, boy. You know that I'm way to advance.
Your t-shirt, it says, I'm going to plant flowers.
We planting them, baby.
Yeah. He was obviously world class. As we get here, we're underway here. Caleb Plant.
Anthony Durrell came to fight.
He was a different.
An old dog came to the ring young and ready to bite.
Hook on the inside, and then down goes Plant.
I thought the fight was close as hell too. I ain't gonna lie. I thought he was going back and forth.
Falls back a little bit, gives himself some room.
Good counter shot there by Durrell under David Benavidez, and that was not close. Caleb Plant's hands are very fast when he gets it going.
Quick.
After trading pre-fight insults with bitter rival Anthony Durrell.
Hey, you know, I'm Anthony Durrell. I'm never gonna be in the Hall of Fame. I never had one successful title defense, but hey.
Plant released a left hook from hell that finished the dog spectacularly.
Don't play games, boy. You know that I'm way to advance.
I'm gonna keep my nose down. I'm gonna keep grinding with my team in the dark. And when the lights come on, we're gonna put on a show.
Block the cereal.
Vicious home run left hook to dispose of Anthony Durrell.
You know, calling me all out of type of names. He even said, you know, I'll never let a white boy beat me. But let me explain something to y'all. Skin color don't win fights. This wins fights. What's in here wins fights.
Plant left fans with the startling visual of digging an imaginary grave for a fallen foe. Some balked at the image of a distasteful gesture, while others dismissed it as the harsh realities of the fight game.
And sometimes when there's a lot of heat on the fight like that, sometimes shit like that just happens. I mean, I don't think you should judge a person off of that.
We heard Chill Stone.
As Williams came over to you to congratulate you on the fight.
I said I want your apology. I don't want your congratulations.
People go crazy when they see a knockout and they see motherfuckers go to the floor. But once they see somebody doing some stuff like that,
just knockout.
No, don't do that.
They oh, it's too much. You know, you can't be doing that. That's not how it is, bro. Like, that's just the savage nature of a boxer.
Obviously, these people are booing.
I don't care what they say. I knocked him out.
I just burying the beef between us, that's all.
Walk imperial, talk imperial, block the cereal, stop the burial.
Almost a year after a crushing unification loss to Canelo, that was Plant's first taste of defeat as a professional. It cost Caleb his coveted IBF crown.
I've worked my whole entire life for this, 17 years straight.
Wins over the likes of Jose Uzcategui and Mike Lee
runs into another hard punch like that.
Had put him in an enviable position, but Canelo proved a class above.
¡Viva México, cabrones! Thank you so much.
Scoring such a devastating knockout on the Wilder Helenius undercard proves that the hunger still burns.
You know, I have a lot of love for this sport. I've loved this sport with all my heart ever since I was a kid.
I've been bred to do this my whole life. I've been doing this my whole life.
But regardless of what I obtain material-wise, that doesn't change my hunger or my discipline or what I want to accomplish in the sport.
When you said, I'm walking towards the ring, you know, my heart is beating, I'm scared, maybe this guy can knock me out. But the closer I get to the ring, I'm invincible.
Despite Benavidez's imposing frame and likely future at 175, statistics show that Caleb Plant more than matches him in many physical dimensions.
Remember that.
half an inch taller at 6'1".
Maybe.
Plant barely gives up reach and will seek to use his long levers to good effect.
Earlier in the broadcast, he does look at that hook. Hook and Feigeldorf
he's hurt.
is driven back immediately.
I'm young. I'm the youngest one out of everybody in super middleweight.
5 years younger at 25.
Your dad told me that you were boxing when you were 3 years old.
Yeah.
And you were knocking people out. You're a knockout artist.
Hey, this kid, keep an eye on this kid. He's gonna be top dog. He's gonna be champ. Mark my words. Thank you. Keep up.
Benavidez has packed 26 fights into a 9-year pro career that started way back in 2013 when David reeled off 7 consecutive KOs in Mexico. Scoring knockouts has not been a problem for a man with 23 early finishes at an 88% ratio.
I'm like a boxer that's training to fight, cause I wake up and punch and to get to the bag. I'm way up, could never be under you. And I never move like a sucker do. Came out the mud and it wasn't because of you. Look at my stats, I got too many W. I got way too many W.
Across 118 rounds.
34-year-old should be on his way.
Benavidez has only traveled the full distance twice in 24 rounds of back-to-back title action against Romania's Ronald Gavril.
Left hook, buddy! Left hook! Left hook! There you go!
I'm gonna sound like a super hater, right? But I really thought that David lost the first fight.
30 seconds to try to seal the deal. From Phoenix, Arizona,
Who fought Ronald Gavril to win a world title?
You are the youngest champion in the sport of boxing right now.
Who fought the boogeyman to win a world title?
He turned it into a career, an intense stare. Tell me about who you're keeping your eye on.
Both of them are in my weight class, and both of them are elite fighters. So.
Who got dropped by Ronald Gavril? And who didn't get dropped once or shook once by the boogeyman? For any people who think that I don't hit hard, you can ask that man right up there, Jose Uzcategui. How many times has he been sitting on his? Matter of fact, who dropped the boogeyman twice?
He'll plant to win the fight. And he hurt him with that right left hook. He hurt him with that left hook.
Turning pro a year later in 2014, Sweet Hands Plant prefers to use his speed and skills to prevail.
Is he going to outbox me?
But he's an overachiever, Mike Lee, so I don't underestimate him.
No.
And boasts a 57% knockout ratio.
Boom, baby!
And still, baby.
Across 142 sessions.
He's closing the distance quicker than we thought. Yes, he is.
After dispensing with the services of longtime trainer Justin Gamber post-Canelo, Plant now trains under Stephen Breadman Edwards.
I've been around like a lot of the guys that's been with PBC for the last 10 years because Julian signed with PBC in 2012.
Fighting out of and representing his home of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Don't be risking nobody. Pop! Pop!
The left by Williams. Oh! Out is hurt in the ropes.
Pop!
Hailing from a fighting family, Benavidez's father, Jose Sr., holds his training reins.
My dad told me stay dedicated, work hard, and look where we are now. You can be a champion. I believe in you. Let's just work hard, dedicate, sacrifice, and it's gonna happen. You know, and it's hard. You know, sometimes we got so much to lose. You know, and to get here was so hard. You know, and I don't want to give it away. You know, so.
Plant's stamina has been questioned in the past, and whenever he ran out of steam in round 11, Canelo put his foot down and landed the finishing bombs.
Body and Plant is not the same. We just got hurt.
Much of Canelo's early work was behind fast hands touching Caleb's body, which he struggled to defend against.
Get a few of those jabs in there.
And Canelo, you know, he showed with the right hand.
Plant also marks up facially against heavy-handed operators. He is likely to enjoy early success here, moving and boxing behind his lightning-fast jab from the waist.
You got to pay attention every second and the full fight.
But Benavidez is used to chasing and wearing down reluctant combatants. Aggressive and relentless once he senses weakness, Benavidez will toil hard to catch up and stop his slippery foe.
Oh, knockdown scored!
A sizable fighter, what Benavidez occasionally lacks in foot movement and ring craft, he makes up for in explosive hand speed.
Benavidez has long arms and he's catching him on the way in and out.
And punch combinations.
Again, on!
Lulling opponents into a false sense of security with parrying rangefinders, David quickly explodes with blows. Even though he iced Durrell with a chilling left hook, Caleb Plant does not mostly deliver one-shot finishes. His stinging counters and variety of skills
Now you're seeing a different side.
are usually enough to deliver victory.
One tempo through the course of a fight, and if you can't keep up, then you got to get out of the ring. But
Fighting for Benavidez's interim WBC super middleweight belt creates an added incentive for the winner, who will either chase Canelo or become full champion if the Mexican vacates.
Yeah, man. I know that.
Benavidez has shown his talent before when winning the WBC title on more than one occasion, but has lost his belts due to indiscretions outside the ropes. Now sliding into his prime, the rising Phoenix native cannot afford any more slip-ups as he approaches the biggest fights of his career.
I've dreamt of stuff like this since I was a little kid, so me finally getting the opportunity that, you know, I've always wanted to be in.
And I don't box to be famous. I don't care about being famous. I try to keep the priority, and that is for the love of the game and to be solidified as one of the best in my generation.
Instead of treading water to receive Canelo's favor for a second time in Plant's case,
I'm gonna kill I'm sorry.
These two warriors have instead chosen to forge a quality early 2023 matchup and strengthen their pay-per-view claims. Victory for Plant would further endorse his credibility as a top-level talent who continuously seeks out the toughest fights.
I'm going to go on record right now for saying this: Benavidez versus Plant. It's 50-50.
A win for Benavidez validates his ferocious instincts against a man who has been there and done it. Emphatically stopping Plant would send out an even clearer message. Speed and power will combine when Benavidez and Plant clash in a survival of the fittest encounter. Good explanation. Seems simplistic enough. We hope nobody gets a complex while waiting for the next Motivedia presentation.